This week we're going to highlight the price volatility seen in the past associated with the March 31st grain stocks and prospective plantings reports. We're also going to talk about the latest weather trends for Brazil's double crop corn production, then switch gears and look at the U.S. export sales trends, and wrap things up with a long-term review of December corn futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We moved into the last week of March here, and this market is concentrating now on the March 31st USDA reports. Remember, two reports that day, prospective plantings and grain stocks. Let's take a look at the historic price volatility observed on the date that those reports are released. Now, we looked at this slide last week, but it bears repeating. This shows the change in old crop CK and new crop CZ corn futures on the date that those reports are released. Now again, not every year, but frequently we've seen quite a bit of price volatility associated with these reports. Here's the key message. We've seen that price volatility both to the upside and to the downside. That's why it's critical to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to have your risk management positions in place prior to the release of these reports on Monday the 31st. Let's switch gears now to South America, specifically looking at Brazil. Now that Brazil corn crop the planting is complete, so we're into the growing season. Let's take a look at where that corn is produced in Brazil. We're looking here at four key states: Mato Grosso in the north, Mato Grosso do Sul, Goiás, and Paraná, more so in the south. Here's the key point. Again, this crop was planted from about the 1st of February through the 1st of March, so we got a variable growing season here. The equivalent in the Midwest would be the earliest planted corn would be probably around Memorial Day, maybe early June in the Midwest. The remainder of that corn in the south probably would be about the middle of May. Let's take a look at the short-term weather trends for that corn. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Again, keep in mind that the earliest planted corn is close to Memorial Day, maybe early June. So we are concentrating both on temperature and precip. Temperature here, no real abnormalities across all those areas. Maybe a little bit warmer in the south, but no major abnormalities. Let's take a look at precip now. Precip over the next 10 to 14 days. Again, no major abnormalities. More so wet further north and further south, but in between there, it looks like it's going to be pretty normal. Let's quantify rainfall now over the next 14 days. Next 14 days, again, Mato Grosso, quite a bit of normal. Further south in Paraná, a little bit of wet maybe. In between, kind of some dry areas, perhaps in Goiás. So kind of a mixed bag, but again, we'll be keeping a close eye on this for you over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Let's shift gears now and focus on export trends in the U.S. Let's take a look at our unshipped export sales picture. Now we're looking here at export sales as of middle of March at being at a very high level, at basically a 3-year high. Now when we remove China from the equation, however, notice it's at the second highest level ever for this time of year. Here's the key message. The USDA's 2.45 billion bushel annual export forecast would imply exports of 1.07 billion bushels from now through the end of August. Yet unshipped sales are 122 million bushels larger, and competitor exports are down 350 million bushel. Is the USDA too low at 2.450? Our bias today is leaning in that direction. Let's wrap things up this week looking at the trends in December corn. Now, December corn, as we tape here on Tuesday, is trading near $4.50 a bushel. Of course, that projected crop insurance spring base price was established for 2025 in February at $4.70 a bushel. But look at that potential price volatility, look at these previous years in between February and October when the harvest price will be set. That's why it's critical to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 800-664-2321. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and never miss an upload. And make sure to join our ATI Pro Media team shortly before 11 a.m. on Monday, March 31st, for a live update regarding the USDA reports. Then we'll follow that up at 1:30 p.m. with a detailed market analysis. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.